Kia ora, hope you're all doing bloody well. Today we're going to be taking a look at a mid-engine manual 90s Toyota. Can you guess what it is? You're damn right, it's a Toyota Master Race camper. Righto, let's jump right into it. So when I first got this van, it was painted in primer, and quite obvious this thing needed a paint. So I made a spot in the garage, closed it off, got to work, and this is what it looks like now.
Each new hour holds new chances for new beginnings. The horizon leans forward, offering you space to place new steps of change.
Under the front seats we have a 2-litre 4-cylinder, 330,799 kilometers, or 205,536 miles. It's a manual, it's 5-speed, we have 4 high, 4 low. Using the 4-wheel drive system is fairly easy. We have 2 locking hubs on the front of the vehicle, and a big old button that says 4-wheel drive. Bang those on, you're off-road. We'll get to that later. First, let's see what it's like to drive on the road. Righto, let's go. Now, what's it like to drive the Master Race? It is very comfortable. It is not fast in any way, shape or form, as I'll now demonstrate by the 0 to 60 test. Nearly there, and now that is 60, but if you're just cruising along, it's perfect. Righto, time for some proper 90s luxury. This is the higher end model, so you get power windows. And you also get TEMS, which stands for Toyota Electronic Modulated Suspension. Let me show you how it works. When you're driving down a straight road, the suspension is nice and soft, as displayed by this light right here on the dash. When braking or cornering at a moderate speed, the suspension hardens up. Now, the problem with the suspension is speed bumps. When you hit the brake to slow down for a speed bump, it automatically stiffens the suspension. That means you have to brake a little bit earlier, put your foot on the gas just before you hit the speed bump, and you should be fine. Now, unfortunately, during the early 90s when this was made, it was a recession. People saw this as a luxury, an unnecessary expense. However, it wasn't a complete failure. Sports cars in the 90s got the TEMS treatment and is still currently being used on vehicles produced today, like the Toyota Alphard and Toyota Noah.
You're not just a man anymore, you are a man with a van.
What's it like to drive off-road? Let's find out. As you can tell, it's quite noisy, though that's mainly the setup in the back. Other than that, it's really comfortable. You're just kind of floating everywhere, you know. Just keep in mind, the air intake is at the bottom of the vehicle, so I try to avoid river crossings unless you have a snorkel. Righto, so we have been off-road for quite a while. Figured I'm going to relax for a bit and head back. But first, we got to find a spot.
Oh yeah!
Let me show you around. So we have two couches, which can also be transformed into a bed. We have the lavatory, a sink, and some storage. So under there we have some gas, we have some oil, and have all your cookery down here, and some motor oil. Curtains which if we unroll have a bit of privacy. Now if this setup looks familiar, it is actually from a Wicked camper, which is one of the rental campers you can get here in New Zealand. And if you get a bit chilly, there's a heater in the back, which is good because the heater up the front doesn't work. Righto, so for the conclusion, it's a big four-wheel drive mid-engine van that's smooth as hell to drive. And although it's not fast, well, it doesn't need to be. It's a van. You ain't Lewis Hamilton. Other drivers will see you going slow, overtake, and life goes on. Life will be fine. It'll be better than fine. It'll be good. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this review. If you did, please be sure to support the channel. It'll mean a lot. And as always, I hope you're all doing bloody well. I'm Gibbs, signing out. Peace. It's a Toyota, and it's a van, and you can like put a lot of stuff in the van. But not at the moment because there's a camping setup in the back of that van.